Hello world, welcome to my channel, Proteus Augustus. I'm an artist, scientist, and American Constitutionist. Today is March 10th, 2021. I'm in my shop looking at the damage I took from the mule deer. This damage was not the little snowing off-roading that I did. So the radiator here, though, during the off-roading incident, this, let's take a closer look if we can. This nipple right here snapped off. I believe that was just through the mere shock, the torque. Because, you know, this plastic right here, as you can see right here, is pretty much dry rotted. This radiator's been in here from the factory since 2011. So, I mean, it was time to be replaced anyway. Because that was just a mere, like I said, just a snap and torque, or whatever you want to call it. But anyways, down here, right, is where I hit the mule deer, but I came in an angle. I had no choice. It was either take the deer, because he was laying in the road, it was pitch black, or oversteer and go off the road. So I drove over the mule deer this way, right? And you can see how he came up. Most of it was right here. And then it bent right here a little, right? But, you know, this cross member, I can replace this, and the orientation isn't that much off. It's not affecting the assemblage of these parts. All the other connections are pretty much fine. It just got canted a little bit right there. So eventually I'm going to replace this piece right here. I want to modify this bumper because this is 15 inches off the ground. I want to bring it down a little bit more, at least to where that level is right there, to try to protect that, right, from rocks or whatever. You know, it's still a Subaru, but it don't have 15 inches of clearance. It only has 8. So that gives me enough to come down. So that's something I'm thinking about. And then I can also modify the bumper. You know, the bumper cover, I should say. So once I put the radiator in, I'm good to go. There's nothing else damaged here, right? And I have the radiator over there, and I'm employing someone to do that piece for me. I did all this myself, take it apart, you know, because I don't want him to spend too much time on the radiator. I want to see how he's going to handle it, you know, because I got to make sure that, you know, people know what they're doing too. So I might have to supervise the situation. But he says he's a certified mechanic, so we'll see. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. This car is, like I said, I got this off the boat in November of 2011. It was garaged until June of 2020 when I came here. Then I started off-roading on this thing. I dropped my clutch. So I had to have my clutch replaced, which, you know, I had 210,000 miles on the clutch. That's 110,000 more than preventive people are replacing their clutches. It just goes to show you how good these cars are. And even that little cross member there, that took a beating. That's a big animal. I was surprised, but I think the bumper cover, the engine cover underneath helped to skid over the animal. So the animal, you know, it got caught on the bumper cover and he ripped part of it. It's over there, right? And then, you know, those are very cheap. I mean, this whole bumper right here, this whole bumper cover is only $300. That's it, right? So that radiator over there only cost me $150. It's an OEM radiator just like that. So if you know, this is why it's important for these young guys to start learning how to do things like this. So my nephew, you know, he wanted to learn late, right? I try to tell him, you know, this is how you save money in this world. The problem is the right to repair your stuff. And certain things you can't do yourself. And other people are addressing that issue. So anyways, that's where I'm at. Pretty soon have this baby running. Till next time, think free and be free.